What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, if your daughter's going to be in here for some
You're
time...
You're sick. You know that, don't you? Tracy will not be in here for some time. When she walks out of that court, she'll be free to go home.
Not according to the police.
Go home and live a normal life with normal people.
Oh, good. She may enjoy the change. She obviously hasn't told you about her little friend in here.
If Tracy's got a friend, I'm very happy. She needs one. She needs all the friendship she can get.
Even from a lesbian? Yes, Mr. Morris. The most notorious lesbian in this prison.
What are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. I saw them in each other's arms, Mr. Morris. So if you think I'm sick, what would you call your daughter?
Oh, he's a nice enough young fella, I suppose. But I didn't like him in that Sting picture.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Well, it was stupid. They was all getting shot dead and getting up and walking away. Well, what was all that about?
It was about the goodies getting the baddies. Where'd you say White was?
Leave Tracy Morris alone.
The man on the phone.
I'm glad you remembered, Miss Bennett. It's a pity you didn't remember about Tracy. Maybe this'll help you remember.
Anyhow, Robert Redford and Paul Newman in the Sting. They rig this bet so that they can't lose.
Yeah?
Would you keep an eye for Kate, please?
See, they're small-timers. They're broke.
Robert Redford, he was the real brains.
Paul Newman was.
Oh, what?
I've seen the film 3 times.
Girls, I'm trying to make a point here. I'm trying to tell you we can do the same thing, a sting.
What's a sting?
It's a trick.
It's a rip-off.
Same diff.
No.
Will you shut up, please, and just listen to me? We can do the same thing. All we have to do is get the race results from a race, right? Fix the newspaper so that it looks as though the race is being held the next day.
How you gonna do that?
Well, we get a country meeting, you know, one Kay won't know much about. Then we fix the newspapers, place a big bet. She's finished.
Oh, sounds great.
I saw it 3 times as well, and Robert Redford was the real brains.
You ever give up
Fancy
on
not
Robert
liking
Redford?
Robert Redford.
I didn't say that. I just prefer Paul Newman.
Anyone interested in placing a bet for tomorrow's race?
No, thanks.
My kind of odds you won't get from anyone else. Tracy, you'd like to place a bet for tomorrow?
I don't bet.
Could be fun.
Time to turn in.
Righto, ladies, come along, move it.
What about you, Mrs. Jackson? Who do you prefer, Robert Redford or Paul Newman?
Oh, that'd depend on who'd ask first. Hurry up, ladies.
What's all this Robert Redford, Paul Newman nonsense?
Just talking about a movie.
What's up, love?
Nothing.
Oh, come on.
What would you care?
Of course I care. You're the best friend I got in here.
That's why you're spending all your time with Judy, I suppose.
Oh, come on, Dor. That's business. You know that.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you remember when we were on the outside and we went to that bar place and we was eyeing off all them blokes?
Yeah, and you got so drunk you fell down on the floor.
I did not.
You did.
Oh, I might have tasted a drop or two in me time, but I've never been a falling down drunk. I may not be a lady, but I've still got me self-respect.
You all right, Doreen? Well, I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, Mrs. J.
Waste of time tidying yourself up in here. No men around, except Jim Fletcher. And he's not worth worrying about.
Gotta keep in practice. I get out of here in 3 weeks, so look out, world.
Well, while you're waiting, why not place a bet? I'm offering much better odds than Margot.
You didn't waste much time taking over, did you?
Why should I? Better me than anybody else. And as I said, I'm offering much better odds.
As you said. How much better?
Enough to make the women bet with me. Now, are you interested?
I might be.
Oh, Kay, I've been looking all over for you. I've had a terrific day. Look.
Well done. 2, 3, 5. There you are. That's yours. Keep this up. and you'll get yourself a nice little nest egg. Business is looking up. Now, are you interested or not?
Is it serious? Yes. I see. I'll tell Mrs. Davidson. Thank you. That was the local hospital. It's Vera. She was attacked last night.
She all right?
Mainly bruises and shock.
What happened, did they say?
The neighbour found her unconscious.
Well, who did it?
They didn't say.
Oh, poor Vera.
They said they didn't think she'd be back at work for a couple of days.
I'll drop in and see her later.
But won't you be on overtime? I mean, we're short-staffed already.
Oh, I'll make time somehow.
Morning. I came over as soon as I heard it.
You needn't have bothered.
Yeah. Well, how are you? Look, we've got him on the run, obviously, and I will put in a good word with Mrs. Davidson.
Oh, I'd rather you didn't.
It's in the line of duty. You've done a good job. I'm grateful, and I'm sure she will be. Last night, can you tell me what happened?
I've already made a statement.
Yes, I know. I've read it, but there might be some small detail.
There was a man waiting. It was dark. He said I hadn't been very good at getting the message. Then he hit me.
Anything on the voice?
No.
How tall was he?
I didn't see.
You have an accent?
No, he was Australian.
Oh, well, that's something. What happened then?
Well, the next thing I remember, I was lying on the ground and my neighbour was kneeling over me.
The one that brought you in here last night?
Yes.
Well, he may have seen someone hanging around.
He didn't. I've already asked him.
Oh. Look, Miss Bennett, these assailants...
There was only one.
They seem to know what's going on at Wentworth.
It's obvious. It's either Morris or someone else passing information.
We've had Bob Morris under surveillance.
Oh, he'd know he was being watched.
Perhaps. You've done very valuable work for us. And I want you to tell Tracy Morris it's not getting her anywhere.
I beg your pardon?
We'll keep you under protection.
Oh, like you did last night.
Look, there's a lot swinging on this for me and you.
Catching criminals is your job. I've done all I can.
Sorry you feel that way.
Look, Inspector, I've risked being reported. I've been turned into a punching bag. I've had enough. You don't give a damn, do you?
Sorry.
So Butch and Sundance are trapped, see, on this cliff, and there's this river down below. And Robert Redford says we're going to have to jump.
That was Paul Newman.
It was Robert Redford. Robert Redford was Sundance, remember?
Yeah, and it was him that was scared to jump.
Oh, will you can it, girls, please? We're going to have to sort out this sting thing before Kay and Doreen get back for more sheets, huh?
Well, how are you going to do that?
Well, I made a phone call this morning. Old friend of Sharon's, Billy Dawson. Races and greyhounds.
Hey, dogs. Maybe Kay won't know so much about them.
Yeah, well, hopefully. Anyway, there's a country race meeting on tonight, and the list will be in this afternoon's papers.
So what are you going to do?
You, my dear, are going to get hold of a newspaper. And then we are going to take that part of it out of the racing section.
But what if Kay finds out it's missing?
Well, I'll just say the screw snitched it.
Smart. And then we switch it into tomorrow's paper.
But there'll be a date on it.
Haven't you ever heard of a newspaper being damaged in production?
We'll just snip the corner off. She won't notice the difference.
Right. But we do have a problem.
What's that?
The radio. See, Kay might accidentally hear that broadcast.
So we have to get the screws to take them off us.
Oh, what loss of privileges?
Well, it's the only way, Hazel.
Yeah, we've got to finish that Kay off once and forever.
How long for?
It's only a couple of days. But listen, it gets better. You see, Tracy has a radio with a cassette recorder on it. Now, she won't lose her privileges because she's on remand. We'll get Tracy to record the race meeting tonight. Tomorrow, we play it back to Kay as though it were on the radio.
Oh, that's brilliant! I hope I can stop myself from laughing.
You better.
Yeah, she can get pretty violent, you know.
What do you reckon, I'm stupid or something?
Violence, including an attack on a senior prison officer. The prison officer, Miss Vera Bennett, was attacked outside her home by an unknown assailant. She is in hospital where her condition is reported as satisfactory. Police have not yet established a motive for the attack. In another incident last...
Vera!
Boy, I could give him a motive.
I could give him a dozen.
Probably some bloke took her out and then she wouldn't let him in for a drink.
More likely she forced him in.
Uh-oh. What are you smiling at, Kathleen? Know something, eh?
No, I was just thinking it was about time she got hers, eh?
That's for sure.
Who got hers? Vera. She got thumped last night. She's in hospital.
Who thumped her?
Well, the police haven't said.
Well, I'm not surprised. She had it coming the way she's been riding poor Tracy.
Anyway, let's get back to work.
Yeah, I'll get rid of these.